What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for the delay here. I'm in kind of a different setup, so I'm just kind of playing catch up here. I'm trying to set up this new live giveaway that we're going to do tonight. So the surprise that I was mentioning, I'm just setting that up. So apologize for being a few minutes late. Hope everybody's doing well, though. How's everybody doing? And how many guys we got in here? It's 83. Nice. All right. Looks like you guys have been chatting for a while. That's good. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. So I want to announce the little surprise here. You can probably see it on my, well, how zoomed out am I? All right, cool. So I've got the surprise right here. I did a review on this game drive not long ago, and I want to add it to the giveaways tonight. So I'm going to be doing more of these live giveaways with you guys for everybody that's in the actual live stream. So I think it'll be kind of a cool twist on things. We're still going to do, obviously, the 3 that have been announced for the last week or so, but keep it interesting for those that actually show up to the live stream. Nothing wrong with those that can't, but do something, a little extra for you guys. So I kind of changed my setup here. I'm not working off of like a monitor right in front of me. I'm working off of a big screen TV now. So just kind of switching it up a little bit on my end. For you guys, it probably looks the same, but let's see what's going on. Happy Friday, everybody. And to everybody that won last week, congratulations. We had everybody actually claim their winnings last week, which was cool. The last couple times there was one, I think one every week. People just kind of ghosted me when I reached out to them. So Skipler, I enjoy watching your detailed videos, dude. Retro gaming for life. I agree. Thank you very much for the support. Just going to try to catch up on some of these comments here. Sounds different. It's actually the same setup here. Is it better or worse? I'm slightly moved. I've actually put in a floor here, so maybe the sound has changed because I have a different floor in the entire room here. Floors are different, yeah. And I actually had this. I was actually zoomed out a lot more before when I was checking my camera, but I'm okay with this. So I'm just kind of adjusting, how I do things here. This is still only my 5th time live. 5th, considering the fact that I think we went like twice the first time. So let me see. I feel like I can keep up with you guys a little better too, because before I was working on like a screen this big. Now I'm on a 75-inch screen, so I can see all the comments coming in a little bit better. Just trying to improve little by little here. This is the most folks have seen at one time. Yeah, I think last time we got up to like 150 at one point in it, but maintaining everybody definitely is the challenge sometimes. But we're doing it on a Friday night. I get it. There's cooler things to be doing, I suppose, for some. So is the sound okay for you guys? I don't know if I got the response to that one. Everything's good on my end. I had a good week. Just been busy running around. Obviously, the holiday season's upon us, so definitely feel like it was a quick week. But I'm going to jump into, on my end, the giveaways here because I want to see. I think I spaced everything out a little bit better. I feel like we were kind of cramped for time the last couple of giveaways. So let me see. I think the first night I did like all of them ending at the same time, and it was just a mess. But not for you guys, but for me anyways. So what were we giving away first today? Let's see. Just opening everything up on my end. So it looks like the first one is going to be the, let's see, the speaker. So the Bluetooth speakers, which I have right here. This is from Ancober. We're going to do these first. So we got 6 minutes left on this one. I'm going to give you guys the link in case you don't have that link. And then I'm going to let you guys know. I'll give you guys a link actually to this drive that we're going to be giving away tonight. And I'll give you the link to the giveaway so you guys can actually sign up for that. Enter to win it right here. And then, I'll do the drawing and all that good stuff. So I feel like I'm a little unorganized tonight, but it's all good. So the link I'm going to provide you guys with right now is to the speakers. And just in case you didn't sign up for it or enter to win it, rather, you guys will be able to do that because we still got another 5 minutes on this. So here is the link right here. What computer am I using? I'm using my, where is it? There it is. HP, I almost said Elite Desk. My HP gaming PC. So it's a little bit faster too, which I'm not sure if you guys see on your end any difference, but for me at least, I have like a million windows open right now. Let's see. So I'm going to give you guys a link right now to the, so you can see exactly what I'm going to be offering here in this right here. This is to the Amazon listing because it actually still is on Amazon. It's actually got a crappy rating. I'm just noticing that now on Amazon. I did a review on it and it's not at all a bad setup. It's actually a 2-in-1 setup. Is it 2-in-1 or 3-in-1? 2-in-1. So I will give you guys that link right here so you can get a little bit more information on it. And then I'm going to provide you guys with the live giveaway link for that as well. So you guys can sign up right here, right now. And it's only going to be obviously to the people that are in the live chat right now. And we'll do this one at 9 o'clock. So we still got a little ways to go. If you don't want to hang out, as long as you get your entry in, you're good. So you don't have to stick around if you got other things to do. So let me find that link now. Too many windows open. Hulk Hogan's Be My Bodyguard. Where's Hulk? There he is. I've got a couple of those kicking around. My kids steal them though. I have another one that I just saw up in the upstairs bathroom right before I came down here. Yeah, the old Hasbros. I grew up on those. I think they're older than me actually. All right, where was I? Right. Just testing this link out before I send it over to you guys. Cool. All right, so this is for this game drive. So this can plug into any PC running Windows, and it uses RetroBat, and I believe it uses, I'm gonna double check that. You see how organized I was tonight. Where is it? Play Night. So it's got over 38,000 games loaded onto this. It really is a sweet setup. Just obviously depends on what games you're into. I don't have a game list for it, but if you watched my video, you're probably pretty familiar with it. So here, I'm just minimizing some stuff here. I got way too much going on my end. Okay. Here is the link to this live giveaway that we're going to do. And there's a countdown on there. If anybody has trouble with that link, let me know. And that again is for this right here. So plugs into your PC, depending on what games you want to get into. Like you could even get into most of the titles, in all honesty, on a basic PC. You don't have to have a gaming PC, but if you have a gaming PC, you're going to have much better performance with it. There is some advanced collections in here. I believe there's PS4 emulation through there, which is really just PC versions of PS4 titles. There's not a lot for that, but there's also Switch in there. There's a bunch of good stuff in there. So let's see. Still getting organized on my end, guys. And I'm gonna jump into the live chat with you guys, answer questions and interact with you a little bit more. Next time I will get ready a little bit sooner. I decided last minute to just kind of like change my setup here. So clearly very organized tonight. All right, I think we are good. So the speakers are ending in 1 minute. I will get the winner for that. And then the next one, I know I'm throwing a lot of links at you guys tonight, but the next one is going to be for the mini PC. No, for the laptop screen extender. So that is a great option too. All right, let me dive into the chat with you guys. Like your Donald Duck deck. Yeah, it's a Trevor. I just got that. It's I always get his name wrong. I think it's Andrew Trevor or Trevor Andrew. He was a designer for Gucci and a pro snowboarder. And he's got some really cool artwork too. So yeah, recently picked that up, but thank you. And I did a video on the little attachment that it's on to stay on the wall for Amazon, I think 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, that was my latest little project here. In addition to doing the floor, and I've been putting up this molding behind me too on the floor. So yeah, it's been a work in progress to say the least. Hunter S. Thompson for sheriff. Yes. You guys can see the background a little bit better. I think I got the lighting down finally. I'm gonna have to do this for my regular videos. I'm always struggling with lighting here. Need a mini PC bad. Well, hopefully you entered to win, and I'll give you guys the link for the mini PC too shortly. But let me jump in here and give you guys the link for the next giveaway, which is this portable monitor, which actually attaches to your laptop. It's really a sick setup here. All right, here it is. All right, so the speakers have ended, so I'll get a winner for that momentarily. Should be able to click that link there, and you'll get patched over to that laptop, portable laptop monitor there. And that attaches again to your regular laptop. So pretty sweet setup. It works great for gaming. I have a full video on that I did here on the channel recently. I know some people are in an ad right now, so I'll wait until everybody's out of the ad. The ad layout here on the lives is kind of strange. Good. I'm glad the link worked for you there. Mad Vet Raider, which 3-in-1 did? Oh, the 4 terabyte. Nice. How do you like it so far? All right, so you guys got that. All right, so I'm going to get the winner for the Bluetooth speaker here. Let's jump in here. I wish I could show you guys my screen. I got to figure out how to do that. So we're going to draw a winner, random winner. All right, so I'm just drawing the winner for the Bluetooth speaker right here. And here we go. The winner for this is Elijah B is the name that I have here. And I believe, I don't know if you want me to give the last name here because I have it in the email. So I'm just going to say Elijah B. I'm going to copy and paste the name on the entry here. I assume when it's abbreviated, you don't want your last name out there for everybody, and I totally respect that. So Elijah B won the Bluetooth speaker right here. And I'll reach out to all the winners here, whether you're in the chat or not, at the end of the night here, just to get your shipping address, and then I will ship all of that out. So congrats to Elijah. And then I'm going to give you guys a link over here to the mini PC tonight, which in my opinion is the best giveaway of the night. And we're going to be doing more giveaways too. I know I've mentioned that in the past, but here, this is we have 26 minutes left on the mini PC, which is right here. And this is the link coming at you guys right now for that. And just really incredible performance on there. You can get into AAA titles. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I did on this, but amazing setup. And I've gotten a lot of really great mini PCs lately. This is one of the larger options out there, but really phenomenal performance on here. I've been recommending this to a lot of people lately. Best of luck to everybody for this too. Where's the link for tonight while watching? For this right here. I will get you guys the link for that. I think I'll post it a few times because I posted it a ways up, but we're rapidly rolling through the live chat there. So I'll keep posting this one. Let me just open it up over here on my end. And I will get more organized at this next week. The live giveaway kind of threw me off, but I was about to jump in with you guys at 8 o'clock, and I was like, damn, I didn't do anything to prep for the live giveaway tonight. And I didn't want to do it all with you guys staring at me thinking I was being rude. So here is this right here is for this game drive. So everybody that is here live tonight has the opportunity to enter to win this. Obviously, I just put this together, 8 o'clock. So nobody had access to it before that. So we should have a much smaller amount of entries for that. But it's got over, what was the total number on that one? Tons of games though. To look that up again. And actually tomorrow, tomorrow I'll have a video out on, do I have it here close by? I don't. I have a USB game drive that I just got recently. And actually I've had it for about a week and a half. And I just dove into it last night, filmed. I had to upload one more video clip for it. So that's going to be out tomorrow. Hopefully around noon, I'll put that video out. And it's a pretty sweet setup. It's $24.99. It's got over 8,000 games on it, just on a USB flash drive, so you can plug into any PC for the most part. It's more retro games, so there's nothing. I think Dreamcast is like the latest game in there, but still a pretty sweet setup. So I'm just getting you guys the total number of games that are included on this right here. So over 38,000 games on this setup right here. So tons and tons of stuff. So let me give you guys another link here. I know I'm throwing links at you like crazy, but because the chat keeps rolling through, I don't really have the ability to keep it in front of you guys for very long. So we have, how many minutes left on this? 8 minutes left on the laptop screen extender. So I'm gonna give you guys a link to that right here. As I'm kind of juggling multiple screens here, I know I'm not answering any questions. If anybody has questions, I'll definitely get to those once we knock out some more of these giveaways. What chair do I have here? eWin. I did a video on it a while back. It's definitely comfortable. It took, I'll be honest, it took a little while to get it broken in, but now it's pretty good. And I had to figure out like the pitch of it to get it comfortable. And what's nice is you have the headrest here that's adjustable. There's actually a lower back support too. Actually, if I get up, I'll see if this, I guess we'll test out this camera. It's supposed to track me. So if I get up, you can see the backside here. Come on, track me. It's tracking my face. All right, so there's actually a support piece right here. So it's nice because it's fully adjustable. Yeah, so I got to figure out how to get this camera to track more of the room, less of just like my face, which works for these. But if I want to show you guys stuff, it's definitely a challenge. So I'll figure out how to do that too. I know it's a setting on here, but I don't want to mess with it right now. So let me see. Let me dive into the chat with you guys a little bit here. Accidentally bought a Botacera drive with 111,000 games. That's a lot of games. Wow. I like the idea of having a drive with tons of games. I actually had the idea to do what did I have? A 10 terabyte drive. And I started working on it and I was going to add all these games to it. And then it just totally crapped out on me and I lost all the stuff. Luckily, I hadn't put a lot of work into it because I have a 4 terabyte. At some point, it becomes ridiculous in all honesty because we couldn't get into all those games if we wanted to. But yeah, I mean, if you're somebody that likes to collect ROMs and like if you're going to entertain and have people over a lot, it's cool to have like any game anybody could ever think of. But realistically, how many of them do you actually dive into? I dive into the same games all the time. So I have 4 terabyte setup. I forget how many titles are on there, but thousands and thousands. I dive into like the same 25 titles. And I think I have to like remind myself when I do review videos because like everybody's got to be getting sick of seeing me play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. But I love the game, so it is what it is, I suppose. I think edited collections are the way to go, definitely. I just did, in the last video I did was a video talking about how you could basically set up your own retro game drives. And I'm totally not against these. I know a lot of people are, they're controversial. But for the people that don't have time to spend putting together their own drives, I get it. I'm not, I don't think that people that don't have the time or patience to tackle all that should have to not enjoy retro game emulation. I have the 96 terabyte Retro Beast. It's phenomenal. I agree. And while we're talking about that, I'm going to give one away. So that's what's the Retro Beast go for these days? So I'm going to give it away. So I know that'll light up some faces tonight. I'm not giving it away tonight, but we're going to give it away. Let's do it next week. What is the Retro Beast? How many terabyte? 96 terabyte. What does that cost these days from Chris Coolmod here? Wish I could show you guys my screen. Well, I got to figure out how to do that. That's all in Canadian currency. Hey, there's my face on their website. Does anybody know what the 96 terabyte 5,000? Okay, answer my question. Seeing 5,400. So big difference there. 1,200. Kind of all over the place. I thought it was like, when I did the review on it, I want to say it was $3,000 or so. 4,000, too much. Yeah, it's pricey. I think the prices have fluctuated on it. So I'm seeing, I'll be honest, his site's a little bit hard to comprehend. I'm seeing $7.99 here, but I don't know if that's for everything. I'll have to look into that. I'll get it organized for, the giveaway. But I'm going to do that giveaway live. So that's not going to be one that people can enter beforehand. That's going to be just for the people that are in the live chat. So let me double check what we have left for time on the next giveaway. Did that already run out? 3.5 minutes left on, I'll give you guys the link again. This is for the attachable portable monitor for a laptop. When I put together my Bottom build, I set up the ROMs based on the console when it came out. Oh, nice. So everything up to N64. That's pretty good. Everything beyond that takes up a lot of space. So if you're doing a lot of Joshua, sorry, I'm all over the place, $3,577 US. Okay, so we're gonna give one away. So over $3,500 in value there. So that's that'll be a fun giveaway. Okay, and everybody else has commented in 3,600 from Ilker. Congratulations on you won last week. 96 terabytes called the No Life drive. You got to put some time in to make it worth it if you're going to pay, that price. It's cool to have access to them, like I said, but yeah, it's a bit much. For me, I find that it's almost overwhelming. Initially when you first dive into it, it's like you just dove into another world entirely, but it does make it a little bit challenging and overwhelming to actually find titles in there and to decide on what you want to actually play. Just logged in. Am I late? No, we're still chatting, and we have the laptop screen. I keep calling it different things. It's a laptop screen extender or an attachable portable monitor, whatever you want to call it. We've got 2 minutes left on that, and because the live chat kind of kicks my links up there pretty quick, I'll keep sending them over to you guys. So this is for the next giveaway, and we've got more to come. We've still got the mini PC, which I have right here. So we're going to give that away. Here is the laptop portable monitor that attaches to your laptop. It's great for gaming. Let's see. Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? There we go. It's pinned. Learning new things every day. It's only my 5th or 6th live. Still learning. One of these days, I'm going to build a full-size cabinet so I can put my 96 terabyte drive that I have one from Retro. There you go. Do it. I still have my Arcade 1 up, actually, because I redid my floor. I have it over here off camera today, but I'm still waiting on my graphics for it. And then I'm going to do a bunch of videos going in and modding everything. So I'm looking forward to that someday when I get the graphics finalized from the guy that's working on them for me. But he's been great to deal with. He's got a whole business. And actually, does anybody have experience with, what's his name? Let me open up my email here. Because he's working on this custom graphics for that Arcade 1-up that I have, which I didn't realize when I got it. It's difficult to do graphics for it because I have the Legends one. It's the 4-player, and it's totally different dimensions than what they typically do. So Escape Pod team is the email. Escape Pod Online. Anybody used them in the past? Yeah, they throw the ads and the commercials in all over, especially this time of year. They seem to be really aggressive with the ads. And yeah, ads do support all of us here. Ryan Reynolds just popped in. Ryan, I actually was doing, I did, how many videos did I do with the guys over at Mint Mobile? Yeah, so us YouTubers definitely get the majority of our money from obviously advertisers. So I did, I think, 10 spots for Mint Mobile last month, and they wanted to do another contract, but I don't know. I feel funny about like placing ads. It's bad enough that you guys honestly have to sit through ads from YouTube. So I don't like having to add them in myself. Obviously, we have to do what we have to do to get by sometimes, but they were cool to deal with. Mint Mobile was good to me. So yeah, Ryan Reynolds was in a few videos there. They had like a little clip that I was adding into my videos. But yeah, no more. And then Blue Chew wanted to do ads here too. And I thought that was kind of a weird one for the Retro Gaming Guy channel. Didn't think that we should be linked up with boner pills, but hey, I could do some interesting content with that, I suppose. Let's see. Ben Heck here on YouTube. This got me into game system software modding. Nice. I have seen some of those videos. So many game drives out there, always worried to drop money on them without your review. Well, I appreciate that you have faith in me. Yeah, there's a lot out there. Amazon's been cracking down on them, but 2 days ago, there was only a few listings. I think they kind of cleared them all out, and they've already popped back up. There's just no way to keep them down, but AliExpress always has even more. If you believe in the product, do the ads. We all know it helps you out. Yeah, I agree. That's been my outlook on it too. Wanted to say thanks again for the videos. It helps when I'm trying to look for something to play with my kid. Show him all the stuff. Sorry, I have the camera in my face. Nice. How does your kid like Atari and Nintendo Entertainment System? It's a challenge for me. Sometimes my kids are too young. My stepson, I've tried to like show him some of like the older stuff, and he likes like original Xbox. Like he'll like the original Halo, the first couple of games and stuff, but he's definitely not going to sit for any Atari or Nintendo Entertainment System. Maybe he'll do a pass of Super Mario Brothers, but that's about it. What processor would I need for a wireless HDMI Chew projector setup for retro games? I'm not sure if I don't know the exact one that you would need, or like you probably wouldn't need a whole lot, honestly. Something mid-level would certainly do more. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Would honestly enjoy hearing you do a Blue Chew ad read. We could definitely have fun with that. I was just watching, was it Joey Diaz or Steve-O? Somebody did an interesting one recently that had me laughing pretty hard. All right, what else do we have here? Do you have a mini PC retro conversion video start to finish? Probably have something like that. I gotta think. I film a video almost every day, so it kind of all bleeds together for me. I just did a video. Yesterday's video was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. I did a video on setting up a game drive. So I go through and I basically show you guys how you can set up your own emulation setup, and then incorporating a mini PC into that would literally just be taking your drive and plugging this into it. So I've done that, but I don't know if I've done exactly what you're asking. 100%. Great time tonight talking about external drives. Not sure what to do about the PS4 external drive. It's working but not recognized. Oh, Losing you here. Sorry, sometimes this thing jumps on me, so I'll be like midway through a comment and then I totally lose it. I was just reading yours about the PS4 drive that you're having issues with. If you can, resend that to me because this thing just totally, I'm like 20 comments away from it now. The Sega Genesis is my favorite console, but that might be because it's one that I'm most fun making music for. That could be. So Joshua, my daughter, and I play Mario World, Super Nintendo, Rampage World Tour, Sega Saturn all the time. She loves them. Miss Pac-Man. Those are good titles. There's some games that are timeless, I think, regardless of, what era you're from or whatever. Like, I think that certain arcade games are just totally timeless. And that's something that my stepson will play too. Like, we've played a lot of Space Jam on my arcade setup. So that's kind of a timeless game. NBA Jam, NBA Showtime, all that stuff. Latino Heat, Blue Chew, Blue Chew. I feel like they sponsor like every podcast right now too. I pay YouTube the $13.99 a month for premium, no ads. Yeah, that's worth it if you're on YouTube a lot. A buddy of mine was just telling me about that. I feel like I watch less and less YouTube, the more videos that I make myself. So let me give you guys a link to, that should be over now. Yeah, so the laptop screen extender portable monitor, which I have right here. I'm going to pull the winner for that in a second, but let me give you guys the link now to, we've got 8.5 minutes left on this one right here, which I'll pin this now, so whoever told me to pin these, you are a lifesaver here, because I've just been sending them and sending them and sending them. So let me pin this one now, and will that replace the other one? Replace pin. Look at that. I'm learning. All right, so this mini PC right here, the KAMRUI CK10 mini PC, phenomenal mini PC. We've got now 8 minutes and 10 seconds left on that. So enter to win that. We have 871 entries on that, which compared to the last few, that's not bad at all. The first giveaway that I did, I put it up like 2 weeks early. So we just got a ton of entries with that. So now that we're doing it every week, we're not having as many entries. Plus I let people enter like 8 times for that one. I think this one, you can only enter 2 or 3 times. So yeah, 7 minutes left, and that pinned link up there should be good for that. Nothing like ET on the Atari to keep a kid occupied. Or Lion King for Super Nintendo. That's a good one. Jose just sent me a short on that the other day. Somebody just talking about like how that was like their childhood trying to get through that game. Joust Defender, Berserk Frenzy. Yes, definitely awesome titles. Even Pac-Man. You can get lost in Pac-Man. I think we've all played Pac-Man too much. The 5-year-old twins are obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, the movies kind of relaunched the Sonic craze, which is cool. I was always more into Sonic than Mario, or like even all classic Nintendo. Aladdin's a great game too. Yeah, Aladdin's a good time. And there were multiple Aladdins too. Hey, Retro Gaming. Oh, don't. There we go. This thing just runs. It's funny that the comments for me will like creep, and then it just like blows them totally out of the water. So, hey, Retro Gaming Guy, are you friends with any other retro guys here on YouTube that have their own channels? I'm pretty close with Heck and Steve. He's got a great channel. He's very different format than me, and we're very different with how we are, on the channel. He's a little bit more adult friendly. I think my content's a little cleaner, but he's a good time. He's got great content, and he's a newer YouTuber, so smaller channel, but he puts out a lot of content. So I like him a lot. I like and I know Network Chuck. He's a good dude. Met him in Dallas recently. I don't know. I'm not like super close with him, but he's got great stuff. He's not so much retro gaming. He's got some gaming stuff, but he's more tech oriented. But like when I learned how to do Raspberry Pi stuff for gaming years ago, it was his videos that I watched. And then Wrestling with Gaming, I believe is the channel name. Another really good dude. He reached out to me here on this channel, and actually he's one of the YouTubers that I watched when I was just kind of figuring out if I wanted to try this whole YouTube thing. So he's got amazing content. He does these like mini documentaries. So definitely check him out. He's got one on GoldenEye for N64. It's like a behind the scenes, like how they made it, what went on, with the developers, during the process creating it. He's got one also on what is I'm blanking on what game it's for now. But yeah, he's got some really good, like kind of behind the scenes stuff, mini documentaries, which I love documentaries. That's most of what I watch these days. Let's see, just catching up on some comments here. 2600 Pac-Man was horrible, but combat was amazing. Yeah, 2600 has some stinkers. Are you a Lions fan? Not so much a Lions fan. I'm a Tigers fan for sure. Red Wings I like too. I lived out in right outside Detroit for about a year back in 2008. So it was a rough time to be in Detroit with everything going on out there at that time. But yeah, I remained a Tigers fan. I've been back on the East Coast for the last, what are we, almost in 2024. So the last 14 years. Doesn't feel like that long. Back in the day, my brother and I would rent games from the local video store on our days off from school and stay up all night reading through Nintendo Power trying to beat them. Yeah, it was a different vibe back then, right? I miss that sometimes for sure. Wrestling with Gaming is the CDI king. Agreed. Just got here, had to work. That's cool. All good. We're still here. We'll be here for a while. Someone did a homebrew remake of Pac-Man called Pac-Man 4K. I heard about that actually, which is way better than what we got as kids. Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of stuff that's been redone. I was actually thinking about yesterday. I'm dealing with I'm working with this guy that's designing some graphics for the channel. I'm gonna redo the banner on here because I threw most of the stuff, like even the little profile picture here on YouTube. All that stuff was thrown together kind of last minute. Certainly not my specialty doing any of that. So I'm working with this really amazing artist to do some stuff here on the channel. And we were kind of talking back and forth about, he's trying to figure out like, what games I like and stuff to kind of do these designs for me. And I was talking about WrestleFest and I was looking at my wall because he did this painting. I don't know if you guys see behind me. If I go in front of it, maybe don't track me. He did this right here, this painting, which is, there we go. All right, wish I could do that before. Yeah, so he did this painting here, which is still tracking me? Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage riding a wave. So he did that, and I was looking at it. He asked me what my favorite games were, and I was talking about WrestleFest. And I just realized Macho Man's not even in that game. So long story short, my tangent is it would be cool if they redid a WrestleFest game where they basically added, different wrestlers to it. Because it wouldn't be hard to do. The graphics weren't super advanced. They were pretty cool for, I think that was 1990. But yeah, I like this kind of layout. My desk is a mess, but I like you guys not being right up in my face. I don't know what I did to the camera to make it do that, but I want it to stay like this. And it'll give me a reason to keep my room clean. You can see more stuff on my walls. All right, so let me catch up on these. And is this over? We got a minute left on the mini PC giveaway here. So the pinned comment that I did with the link is going to be for that mini PC. And as soon as that, expires with the time in the next minute, I'm going to put this link up here for the live giveaway, which is this drive right here. This is the 500 gigabyte RetroBat and Play Night game drive. So looks like we have 170 entries for that already, which is pretty cool, considering it's just open to those here in the live stream. Cream always rises to the top. Sure does, Joseph. You seem to prefer RetroBat over Launchbox. Is this just because, oh, don't jump on me. You learned how to build on that platform. So I learned on RetroPie, and then everything from RetroPie is so much easier. RetroPie was such a pain in the ass to deal with. But I figured out most of it through Batocera. And Batocera and RetroBat are very similar layout wise anyways. So yeah, that's probably why I prefer that. Launchbox, I think, is user friendly to navigate, but setting it up for me, it just feels awkward. So yeah, it's definitely not my favorite, just because it's not what I'm used to, but for launching everything. And I also don't really like the layout of it as much. Tony Soprano in the background. Yes, sir. That was a gift from my buddy Joey, who I've actually had on the channel a few times back. It's been a while now. Yeah, I love that painting. He gifted that to me like a year, no, not quite a year ago now. A little while back, maybe 8 months ago. But yeah, that's my favorite thing here. I've got Big Jagger, we've got Hunter Thompson skateboard up top. I just got that skate deck over there in the corner that I put up. Macho Man, and that is from Rob Osborne. So I'll provide a link for Rob because he's the artist that I'm working with on doing some graphics here for the channel. And then I've got Johnny Depp. If I go over here to see Johnny Depp right up there. And that was actually a short video that I did here on the channel. So that's the significance to Johnny being up there. I think that short is, oddly enough, my most popular video on the channel is not gaming related at all. It's Johnny Depp playing the guitar. So that's what that still shot's from. A lot of people in here tonight, amazing. Yeah, I think it's definitely got to be our record here. So I'm glad that it's trending the right direction. Is it an elbow? Back in the day, what was that? Yeah, Doom is an awesome game. I love that and Wolfenstein. Yeah, Doom has had so many different versions. I mean, I guess most of that stuff from that era has, but I love Macho Man, but it was just weird seeing that display, knowing that he's been gone for a while. Yeah, Macho Man's been gone for what, more than 10 years now. Warrior's been gone for like a decade almost. Depp rules. I agree. It's crazy how much hate is on that. Like, how long is that video? Maybe 15 seconds that I have, that short video of Depp playing guitar. There's so much heat on that. It's crazy how many people are like mad about Johnny Depp playing the guitar. It's the worst things you could be doing in the world. Who won the screen? Good. Yeah. Forget that I'm doing a live giveaway here. Great question. Let's figure that out. All right. So sitting here counting down for the mini PC, and we didn't even do the screen winners. Draw a winner, random winner, one entry. There we go. All right. So for it's the LIMINK ET14 attachable portable monitor. The winner is, I just have to refresh the screen on my end after it picks it. Here we go. Tyrone Shaw. And I will copy and paste the name right here into the chat. So congrats, Tyrone. I will send you an email if you're not in the chat. Hopefully you are. And that's why I want to do I want to start doing more of these giveaways for everybody that's here live with me, because I know not everybody can obviously be here all the time, and I love that everybody is so supportive on here too. I've watched so many videos where people are like super negative and hateful in the comments, or even in live chats and stuff. It's so cool that we have this awesome vibe in here. So that's awesome. Macho Man passed away in May 2011. Wow, it doesn't feel like that long ago. That's so cool to see everybody congratulating. I hope as things change, and like obviously the channel does grow every week, which is awesome. I hope that we keep just having the coolest people in here, because if you go on like what's his name? I'm gonna blank on his name. Review Tech USA's streams and stuff. Like there's some good people in there, but there's some turds in there too sometimes. I haven't watched a lot of his live stuff, but yeah, it's not. I feel like we have the best vibe in here. So let's see. Let me go over to the mini PC now. So mini PC, and let me just, here we go. Make sure you guys are clicking. Thank you so much for that. I'm the Brown. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate you doing that because, yeah, I don't ship out. I don't charge for shipping or anything like that. I love doing these giveaways. So that certainly does help with the shipping cost. Thank you so much for that. And I will say, I'm blanking on the name, but one of the guys from last week, offered to cover shipping too, which was awesome. I didn't ask him to, or accept that, but it was so cool to just have that. Again, great vibe in here. Johnny Depp not only plays, but treats his old bandmates from the early 80s well. That's cool to hear. He seems like a good guy. I have a guitar pick over there on the wall too. I feel like I was sitting on his lap for that show, which was an awesome experience to be. I think I've sat in the front row like twice for concerts, so to sit there was really cool. I was actually right in front of the front row. They put me in like the media row, which was really cool for that. So yeah, click the pinned link because that is the live giveaway here, and we've got another 9 minutes on that one. So that is for this game drive, and that's the live, surprise giveaway tonight. But I've got better stuff coming, and I've already mentioned, I don't know if everybody was here earlier, we're going to give away a Retro Beast 96 terabyte setup, which is, thanks to the people that did the research for me, over $3,500 to get from Chris Coolmod. So I'm going to do that next week, and that's only going to be in the live. So you got to be here for the live stream to enter to win that. I'm not going to provide the links to that one early or anything like that. So yeah, it pays to be here in the live stream. You got to deal with me for a little bit longer, but it's a cool vibe in here. So I think so anyways. That link goes to the mini PC. Okay then, let me fix that. Dumbo. All right, here we go. Glad I caught that comment. This is the link to the correct item. This is for the game drive. And once somebody comments, comment quick because I hate the layout of this, the little heart thing. One more comment, I'll do it. There we go. The little heart thing, I don't know if it does this for everybody, but the little heart thing, the heart icon in the corner, blocks the end of the latest or the last comment. So I don't know why YouTube hasn't figured that one out yet. I got to meet Jimmy Superfly Snuka when I was in VA hospital. Really cool dude. That's awesome. He seemed like a crazy guy, from what I've heard from people. But I have heard people say that he's nice. He kind of went out in a controversial way, right, with all that going on with like court and stuff. But it's unfortunate when that happens because I think it sours your legacy a little bit. But I think sometimes we have to appreciate people for what they did and accept that not everybody's personal life is always the best, or it is what it is. I've been locked up 5. Okay, I'll take it. I haven't been, but yeah, I suppose that's all the tattoos. Met Ric Flair and Wahoo McDaniel when I was 7 or 8 years old. They were super nice. Wow, that's going back. Wahoo McDaniel. That's awesome though. I wish I met Ric Flair. That's probably Macho Man and Ric Flair, definitely my top 2 favorites. I met Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. He was really nice. I helped Enzo Amore at my old job. That's cool. Did I meet him? No, I went to an indie wrestling event. He was there not too long, a couple of years ago, like when he was first released. do I watch more modern wrestling? I keep up with it. I watch the pay-per-views, or if I don't catch them live, I'll go back and kind of thumb through it and see if there's something that really catches my interest. But I don't follow it like religiously. I don't watch Raw and SmackDown every week or anything like that. But yeah, I keep up with it. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. I was taking my stepson to like all the indie shows back when he left WWE and kind of started over. So I was at two of his 3 matches with Kurt Angle. So those were really amazing matches to see live. So yeah, I keep up with it. All right, this jumped on me. Ric Flair was taking shots at vodka. Well, that seems like Ric Flair, doesn't it? Cutting his forehead with razor blades. Yeah, I believe it. And he was doing that till he was like 60 years old. He just wrestled last year too. I don't think he was blading though. He might have been. Have I announced the winner of the mini PC? No, I haven't. Let's do that. Thanks for keeping me on top of things. All right, so we're going to do our entry for that. Let's see. So, ended up with 1,000 entries for that. That's awesome. All right, so draw a winner, random winner, and let's see. Let me refresh this. The winner for the mini PC is Ricardo Ortiz. Awesome. Ricardo Ortiz. Let me put that down here in the. I like that all the names tonight were names that I could pronounce. And yeah, Tyrone won the last one. The last couple weeks, I swear every winner was like a tough one for me to pronounce, and I felt like I hate butchering it. There we go. Yeah, so I hate it when it's, when I don't get the pronunciation right. I don't want to like offend anybody or disrespect anybody, but yeah, everybody was easy to pronounce tonight, so that was good. All right, so we got 3 minutes left on the game drive right here. So that is now in the pinned comment there. So enter to win that if you haven't already. And then next week, we're going to do the Retro Beast 96 terabyte live. So that value of that is over $3,500. So that's definitely the biggest giveaway. So I'll do a video, and I was thinking about this last week, and I haven't mentioned it yet. So I think that we will do, we'll do Sundays. I'll jump on here quick, and we'll probably get thrown off with the holiday, obviously, but I'll try to jump on here on Sundays and just do like a quick announcement video of what I'll be giving away, the following Friday. So give everybody at least, a few days to get their entries in, for those that can't be here on the live stream. So I'll also be giving away, what are we doing next week? We'll do a mini PC next week as well. I have another mini PC. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. We'll do another portable monitor, and I've got some headphones to give away. Is next week the one before Christmas, or do we have another week in there? I'm so lost with what the date is. Let me see how this lines up. Yeah, so next Friday will be the 22nd. All right, so we'll do some extra stuff next week, and we're going to do that 96 terabyte setup from Retro Beast as well. So that'll be really cool. All right, let me jump into the live chat a little bit more. So if anybody has any questions, we've got how many minutes left? Just a minute left on the game drive here. So I'll announce that winner, and then if anybody has questions, hit me up, because I know usually I answer questions like throughout this thing, and I feel like the first half hour of this live tonight, I was playing catch up with all these different tabs that I have open on my end for all the giveaways. And I'll try to be a little bit more on top of that next week, because we're going to do even more giveaways. So I feel like every week we've kind of topped the previous week. So with Christmas being next week, we'll kick it up a few notches there as well. Thanks for doing these. Yeah, I love doing these. So you are 100% welcome there. Music for decades. God bless you doing these prizes. I've seen other YouTubers that give away less or don't do anything. Yeah, so I'm lucky now, and it's you guys that make this possible, because you guys watch these videos. But now companies are starting to reach out to me for like mini PC reviews. Like I'll send you a mini PC if you unbox it and do a review. And then a few of them now are going to send me multiple PCs so we can do multiple giveaways here, because people are starting to notice these giveaway videos and stuff. So we're definitely creating a nice vibe here, which is awesome. But if we can keep doing it, I think the companies will start being a little bit more generous too, and then I can pass it on. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Everything comes from you guys in the end. If you weren't here watching these videos, then none of this would be possible. So what do you think about Kodi for gaming? I haven't done much with Kodi, honestly. I mean, I've been exposed to Kodi and stuff with like RetroPie and even Vodacera and stuff, but I've never really used it in all honesty. So I know a lot of people that use it for like TV and movies and stuff like that, but yeah, I haven't even really done that with it. Thanks, Chase. Keep up the great content. Absolutely. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I love doing these giveaways. Like, honestly, like I look forward to Friday night now every day of the week. It's so cool to jump on here and to be able to interact with you guys. It's really just like the highlight of my week here. So tomorrow, I still got to finish editing the video. I was just uploading my last little clip, but thank you, Latino Heat. Yeah, tomorrow's video is going to be a USB flash drive, which is similar to what we're going to announce the winner of in just a second here. Jay, your content is amazing. Well, thank you. That certainly makes me feel good. And you email back with questions. Yeah, I'm a little slow with my emails. I'll be honest there. Yeah, I keep the contact page open on my site, so I get a lot of emails every day. So it sometimes will get away from me, and then I have to play catch up with it. But yeah, I try to get back to everybody, unless people are being a turd, which doesn't happen much. But once in a while, I get somebody that's sends me some craziness. Do we get blue chews as a consolation prize? If I maybe if I decide to do their advertisements and stuff, sure. Who was the other one? There was a college in New Hampshire that wanted to run ads on the channel too, and I turned that one down. I should stop turning stuff down. I've been in turning things down mood. Luckily, I'm going to just start doing the prep for grabbing the winner for this game drive here. For a while, I was saying yes to like anything that people wanted, and I've done a lot of stuff I do stuff beyond just the stuff you guys see on the channel too, like new companies that are starting out on Amazon. I'll do some video work for them once in a while too. So I'm trying to focus more on just the content here on the channel, because I feel like I get distracted very easily with stuff, and it takes away from what I can put out here on the channel. And this is my main focus, but so I've been trying to turn down a lot of stuff, and I don't like dealing with companies just because some companies have been cool, like Mint Mobile. When I did the spots for them, they were awesome, but some of the companies are really difficult. You have to send them a video, even if you're doing the same spot. Like Mint Mobile, I always switched it up. I didn't want to do like a pre-recorded segment every time, so I always shot a new one for every video, but I would have to send it to them. They would have to take like a couple of days to review it with everybody and approve it. And it just like dragged out the process. So I like to be able to just film, edit, all night or early in the morning and put it out here for you guys. All right, so let's announce the winner for this game drive. Just gonna refresh this. And this will be our last giveaway for the night, but definitely check back next week for that Retro Beast 96 terabyte setup. So the winner for the game drive, Michael Tisson. And hopefully I'm saying that correct. I will copy your name, put it into the live chat here. So congratulations, Michael. This is definitely an awesome game drive here. Got tons of stuff on there, and you can plug it into just about any PC and get tons of games, ready to go on there. So Michael Tisson, Tyson Tisson. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And if anybody sees Michael in here, I'm looking to see if he's in here. he was obviously in here at some point in the last hour or so. So that's awesome. Wrong Michael, but congrats. Next time, next week, you're holding out for the 96 terabyte one. It's all good. Mike Tyson. Well, I didn't want to say Mike Tyson in case it wasn't that, so I was trying to put a different spin on it. Just use your instructional video on how to add user to Batocera. Worked perfectly. Good. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. They always change the process with that one because it's not officially supported with Batocera, so you always have to do like extra legwork yourself to get Switch up and running on there, which I get it, but I get it because it's a current console, so Batocera doesn't want to get into a war with Nintendo and all that, which I don't blame them for. Don't mind me here. This is ludicrous. Okay. Mike Tyson. Okay, got it. Mike Tyson won. Make sure I pronounce it correctly. Awesome. So congratulations. So I will reach out to you, and let me just make sure because that was a live one. Yeah, I got your email right here. So I will reach out to all the winners tonight, get your addresses and all that, and I'll get it shipped out. I don't know if I'll get it out in time for tomorrow, but worst case, it'll be Monday morning. So let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Love spending my night here. I said it before. I love doing these giveaways on Friday nights. It just works out perfectly. What video editor do you use? WeVideo. And so they're not necessarily the best option out there. They don't have tons of like effects and stuff like that, but it works for my content. The reason that I went with them is because it's all cloud-based. So I can log onto their website, enter in my login information and have everything there for me. I don't have to worry about, having the exact same setup with me at all times. I can access it anywhere. So that's what, made me gravitate towards them. I remember you talking, oh, hey, Kevin, how you doing? I didn't see you in here before. I remember you talking the other night. When informed of the latest video, I tried joining in with the chat. When there were 5 of us, but only 3 talking. I didn't get any acknowledgement. Oh, I didn't realize that. We're the best. Sorry, this thing's jumping all over the place. The KAMRUI is a decent price on Amazon right now. Yeah, I think that stuff's kind of gone up a little bit with most of them because of the holiday rush, I think. But it's been kind of a weird price point for a lot of stuff lately. I think a lot of the companies oversold their inventory with Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. And then, obviously they have less inventory and they're going into the holiday season. So yeah, there's been just crazy ups and downs lately. Ray, thank you for reminding everybody. Yeah, drop a like before you guys head out of the live stream tonight. I know our numbers are dropping off because all the giveaways are done. But yeah, if you could leave a like, it's a huge help. Thanks for all the giveaways. Yep, absolutely. We'll keep doing them too. I've got a ton of stuff here. So I don't see an end in sight, for at least the next couple of weeks. So next week we'll do a bigger one though. I'll do probably 5 giveaways, and then that big Retro Beast will be the live one. So definitely tune in next week. Did you do a Retro Beast video, and when, so I can look it up? 8 months ago, I would say. That'd be my guess. I'll give you a link. Hold on. I reviewed 3 of his setups. So I think it was a 4 terabyte and a 96 terabyte. And did he have a thumb drive? I'm trying to think. But I'll give you the links right here. Hold on one second. At 4 terabyte, 96 terabyte, and he had a micro SD card one. So I'll give you the one for the 96 terabyte. Hopefully this doesn't play. There we go. Perfect. So this is for the large one. This will be the one that I'm giving away next week live on the channel, only to those that are in the live stream. There we go. Kill that in the background. Should close the right one. All right, yeah. So that is the one for the 96 terabyte. But then he's got a back in January. Oh, it's that long ago. Yeah, I kind of spaced them out a couple months apart or a couple weeks apart. Use a 24-inch monitor, set vertical, and use YouTube's live chat pop out. Yeah, I'll have to try that out. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out all this live stream stuff, but I'm liking the, this not being so close to me. I just got to figure out my webcam a little bit more. Yeah, it has a lot. And I actually, funny you mentioned that, Greg. So somebody reached out to me that he changed a lot of stuff. Actually, I think it was the 4 terabyte setup. That one, the 96, probably hasn't changed as much because it's so inclusive. But his 4 terabyte, I guess he's constantly doing updates. So it changed so much from what I received on the 4 terabyte. So there were some people that were, upset about that. So yeah, I think that's one of the downsides to him doing those updates every month. It changes, if you're updating it every month and a year goes by, 12 times it's updated, how similar is it to the original version? You know what I mean? So who won the laptop screen? Let me go in here and I'll get you the winner for that one. Laptop screen. The laptop screen went to Tyrone Shaw. So congrats to Tyrone there. Yeah, I switched to a 75-inch TV tonight. Yeah, so the TV's about 6 feet from me, and the camera's lined up with that. So it's a little bit easier for me, but yeah, I'm getting used to the difference in setup here. And I'll clean up, obviously I got to clean up my area a little bit here too, make it a little bit neater, and I'll bring the arcade cabinet back in. And I have a virtual pinball machine I'm going to put over here in this corner because I feel like I'm in an empty room right now. But that thing weighs like 850 pounds. So finding somebody up for helping me lug that around my house has been a challenge. Your 360 cam is auto. Yeah, so it tracks me. There's different modes though, so it can track just my face, which is what I was in the first portion of this live tonight. And then now it's pulled away from me, so it tracks like my whole body. There's different modes though, where you can do it with like more people too. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's from Obsbot, which I've done a video on that as well. I feel like I've done a video on everything that I have at this point. Life of a YouTuber, I guess. And for everybody heading out, good night. Thank you guys so much for hanging back with us. It's been an absolute blast. So I'm going to stay on a little bit longer, answer some questions, and interact with you guys a little bit more. And then I'll let you guys go. But if you got to go, obviously feel free. Do what you got to do. Received the gold GameCube controller the other day. Awesome. How'd you like it? That was, what's the brand on that? X-Lean, right? Love virtual pinball. I have 1,400 tables on mine. Nice. I have like 906, but I haven't, it's in the end of my garage right now, so I haven't been playing it a lot lately. Love the Jagger painting behind you. Yeah, so that's done by David Garibaldi. I think he's got a YouTube channel. He does this like, he basically paints them in, I think he'll do like a compilation to the song. So like that one, I think he'll do it to like, 3 different Rolling Stone songs because their songs are relatively short. So he'll just like play a loop of, a handful of songs and he paints that in, 9 minutes or something like that. It's pretty crazy. Who won the KAMRUI? Let me see. Over here. Mini PC was won by Ricardo Ortiz for the mini PC. Take care, Greg. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet setup. Retro Shooter. I don't think I have reviewed that. No. Is that ringing any bells with me? Retro Shooter. Just looking it up right now. Wow, that looks pretty cool. Does it come with, are there different package options there? Oh, this is pretty cool. I've heard of it, but I've never looked it up. I'm just looking at their website right now. Console supported, MAME, Genesis, Atari. I like that they did the red and the blue. Does it have recoil? Recoil life. Okay, nice. I will have to check into that. And it looks like it's, oh nice, so you have all the inputs there. I like their website, how they break down the hardware, the motherboard, all that stuff. I will have to look into that further. I'd love to check that out. Is there a place where you can order it on their website? I didn't see that. Gold Pro package. I will look into that more when I jump off of this. Yeah, it looks cool. I love light gun games. I have my Sinden light gun, which is what I've kind of stuck with, especially now that it's fully compatible with Batacero with the latest versions. So yeah, that's been my go-to. You win by being here. Thank you, Loco209. Appreciate that. I didn't see the first comment, but Charles Ortiz. My bad. You're just holding out for next week. Next week got even better giveaways, so it's all good. The guns work with Retro Beast. Nice. What light guns work on Retrobat? I believe Sinden does. I think that, what was the other one? AE light gun works, I think. I think most do. Best trackball game. Golden Tee, I would say. Gun for Air does, yeah. I haven't used Gun for Air, but I've heard that it does. House of the Dead 2. That's probably my top 3 favorite light gun games right there. Area 51's good too. Maximum Force is good. What else? There's a lot of later ones too that were really good that I'm not as familiar with, but Police Trainer. Loves Police Trainer. Rufus Nolden. Shouting you out. I'm so bad with pronouncing names, so hopefully I got that. Just get Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt's always good. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, Golden Tee was probably my favorite. There's so many Golden Tee games for the trackball, and then bowling's always good. There's a lot of bowling titles. Simpsons Bowling's a good one. What else? Trackball. I have a trackball in my drawer over there. I haven't used it since my Raspberry Pi 4 setup, but yeah, Golden Tee. I love all the Golden Tees, but the original one's not my favorite. I liked Golden Tee 2, and then the later ones as well. Operation Wolf's good. Yeah. Missile Command. Is that the first trackball game? Terminator Salvation light gun game was great. Yeah, I've never played that with emulation. I've played that, actually the movie theater that we go to locally still has Terminator Salvation in there. So I play that with my stepson a lot whenever we go to the movies. But I've never played that, and I've always wanted to play. I've played the Rambo light gun game, but I've never played it with emulation. So I believe it's on Techno Parrot. So I've been meaning to set that up. Revolution X, yeah, Aerosmith. I've got that on my, or I had that on my RetroPie setup. I've dismantled that, but yeah, I think everybody's getting away from the Raspberry Pis. Or if you have a Raspberry Pi setup already, then it obviously makes sense. But I don't think anybody's using them anymore for modding arcade cabinets when you have mini PCs that are more capable, and at cheaper prices too. So I was thinking about doing a video talking about how obviously you can get into mini PC mods now and have significantly better performance than using a Raspberry Pi product. And I don't mind doing that now. I was not going to do that because I didn't want to piss Raspberry Pi off any more than I already have in the past, but I don't really care. They didn't send me a Raspberry Pi 5, which I was willing to pay for, but too many videos talking about how their supply was flawed and all that stuff. Orange Pi 5, 35 gigabyte RAM, pretty badass. Yeah, I used the last Orange Pi I used was the 4. I didn't try the 5. Revolution was cool, definitely. I loved the Raspberry Pi 4 for a while, but I have zero interest in the Raspberry Pi 5, at least right now. Yeah, I feel like I haven't tried it out. I haven't been able to get my hands on one, but I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but I don't really care that much. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a big step up from the 4, from my understanding, anyways. A what's his name? Network Chuck had a great video on the Raspberry Pi 5 and really explained a lot of the specs and stuff like that. I'm going to throw one more comment in here, just because this heart always blocks the end of the last comment, so I can't read it all. What do you think of the? Oh my God, I can't think right now. Too drunk. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. They need to emulate more like in games to work with like on. Yeah, I agree. I have a Raspberry Pi 5, but more out of habit for gaming. I think the mini PC is a way to go. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely get into smoother performance, but you can get into more collections that way too. I think there's just more options in terms of the specs there. Aerosmith is one of my top bands. They were the first concert I've seen them, and Collective Soul. Collective Soul I've seen probably 7 or 8 times. Yeah, they're an awesome band. They're going around now too. I just saw them advertised for something. I forget what it was. Maybe they're coming out in like the summer, or maybe they're on tour now. But I haven't heard Collective Soul's name jumping around until recently. But they're really good live. Aerosmith too. I saw Aerosmith I think 3 or 4 times. I think the first time was in 2005 or 6 with Lenny Kravitz. Hundreds of them emulated. Yeah, there's a lot of light gun games you can dive into. I feel like it's constantly growing. Did I miss the speaker? Yeah, speaker was the first one. So I'll get the winner for you. I actually have it right here on my screen. That one went to Elijah B. So I didn't get a last name on that one. Well, actually, I do in the email, but I don't think they want it announced that way. Otherwise, they would probably put it in the name. So yeah, Elijah B won the Bluetooth speaker, which is right over here. Can you build a video pinball with a mini PC? Yeah, absolutely. I have a virtual pinball machine, and I didn't set it up myself. I bought it all configured, and it's got a mini PC in there. It was before they were doing like all of the mini PCs that we're seeing nowadays, so it was still good size, like mini tower in there. But yeah, you can do that, and I think it uses. I don't even know if it's a Windows 10 even, to be honest. It's definitely an older mini PC, but it's really smooth performance on there. So a modern day mini PC, yeah, you would definitely have great luck with that. And I'm actually going to put my not mini PC. I will have mini PC in here, but I'm going to put my pinball machine in like literally right over here against this wall. So once I do that, I'm going to open it up because I might have to kind of dismantle it to move it. It weighs like 850 pounds, but I'm going to open that up and see if I can add more games to it because I didn't set it up myself. I know basically what goes into setting them up, but I definitely like to go in there and kind of mess around a little bit. And I've got actually a Guns N' Roses pinball table on there that has no audio. So, I mean, what's a Guns N' Roses pinball table without hearing Guns N' Roses or hearing any sounds? So I want to go in and at least fix that pinball game. So love this channel, brother. Always a blast. Keep up the good work. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate that. And thank you all for watching and supporting the channel here. Yeah, Blitz Arcade. So I just did the floors in here. This was an unfinished basement like 2 years ago, and I've slowly built it up, and now it's pretty much completely finished off. But I just put new floors in here over the last week and a half. So I moved that around. This was the last section I got to back here. So it's just over there. I'm going to actually mod that and put new graphics on there. I'm working with Escape Pod, I think it's called. to build a. They're going to create a custom graphic for me, so looking forward to that. I didn't want to mod it and then change the graphics after, because then I have to dismantle all the buttons and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting on that. That's been my. I thought I was going to do that like 2 months ago, and it's just been a slow process. I have it's a weird size cabinet. It's not like your typical arcade one-up. So getting somebody that's willing to do custom graphics for it has been a huge challenge for me. I love how you do cheap MU systems than other rich guys. Yeah, I try to do a little bit for everybody. I mean, some people always have different budgets for what they want to, get into. And obviously this is a hobby for all of us. So some people want to spend a fortune. Some people want to do things, as inexpensively as possible. So, yeah, definitely like to cover both ends of the spectrum there. Vinyl wrap the pinball. Yeah, so I did vinyl wrap my pinball machine. I actually did a video on that. That was, I think I had like 2 subscribers back then, but I did Indiana Jones. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. For anybody that hasn't watched a ton of my content, I shout out Indiana Jones a little too much. I don't have any Indiana Jones over here. I have another whole section of my room right over there, and I've got 2 different Indiana Jones posters. But yeah, so it's a vinyl wrap for the pinball machine. That is the Indiana Jones pinball wrap. It's the Great Adventure one. So classic one. And then the arcade cabinet is going to be an Indiana Jones arcade cabinet too. And I think I'm going to do another arcade cabinet, which hopefully will be Gauntlet Legends, because that was my goal for modding this. And because it's a weird size, I just couldn't get anybody that could do it with that graphic. So the company I've been dealing with, though, has been awesome with dealing with my ideas for the cabinet. So it just takes longer. Not so much the budget, it's what the wife says I can spend. Yeah, I can relate to that. This channel helps me out with that issue a little bit, because this is not strictly a hobby now, but yeah, I can relate. Do you have any designs available for arcade cabinets? Designs in terms of what, Michael? Like vinyl wrap? I didn't create any of them. I probably could create vinyl wrap designs, but there's some great websites out there actually that have custom options, or they have ones that are just like replicas of original cabinets. So I was dealing with, I'm going to look them up right now, and I'll give you guys a direct link. I want to get it right, because Escape Pod Online is who I'm working with for the Indiana Jones wrapped arcade cabinet. I'll give you guys a link to their site. They have some custom stuff, and I think they'll do custom designs for you too. So there's a link to that. Who beat you up in earlier videos? So it's a birthmark. I still have it. You can see it there a little bit there over my eye. It's different temperatures though, like bring it out more. So I think it's colder temperatures. It's more distinct. My cousin has a Metallica pinball machine. It's awesome. I play every time I go over to his place. Yeah, there's a couple different Metallica tables, and you can actually add pinball into. I know we're in some ads for some people right now. You can add pinball games to Botticera now. I've never done it myself, but yeah, there's I think 2 or 3 Metallica ones that are pretty sweet. I think I have 2 of them on my cabinet too. All good, end of times. I gotta come up with a better story for it. Honestly, it's no issue whatsoever. Thanks for the link to. Yeah, no problem, Michael. And there's a bunch of really good websites out there. I haven't tested them all out, so I can't endorse them or give you a positive review on them. But at least so far with what I've dealt with, Escape Pod Online, they're great, and their prices seem to be really reasonable for stuff. I'm actually looking at the WWF Superstars restoration kit here. It looks pretty cool. Some of them are pricey, but I have heard that they have really high-end quality. So Die Hard Arcade, just looking at their website right now, some really cool stuff. Die Hard Arcade is an awesome game too. Aerosmith Roller Coaster. I'm not familiar with that one. That sounds good though. What do I think of the Unico Nova cabinet coming out? I'm not sure about it, honestly. I've heard about it, but I haven't looked into it. Let me look it up. There's so many things that I actually have a list right over there of things that I hear about and need to look up, and then, um, you know, don't always get to it. Looks pretty cool. Just looking briefly at their website here. At the SNK series. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to quality in the end, I think, but it looks pretty cool. Looks like a smaller scale too. Is it comparable in size to like Arcade 1-Up? I really don't know much about it at all. Butterfly and NYC. Yeah, you didn't see the other guy. Stream's good. We're just winding it down now. Numbers are dwindling. I usually do like an hour and a half just because it's kind of a relaxing sort of vibe now. Everybody's Aerosmith roller coasters where it's at. Yeah, everybody's quieting down, and when I'm doing the trying to answer questions and also manage like 10 tabs on my end for the giveaways, it's a lot. So this is like a chill vibe. All right, so I got to look up what Aerosmith roller coaster is all about because I don't even know what that is. Aerosmith roller coaster. All right. We're talking about. I thought we were talking about a game. I think I've been on that ride. Get me thinking that there's a game. Used to work at EB Games throughout the '90s. That's a cool gig. I don't know if I have a branded virtual pinball machine. I got it online a couple of years ago. Actually, when I first started doing videos here on the channel, I was just doing like tutorial videos. I wasn't actually trying to be a YouTube channel at the time, but I just got it online from overseas, and I was actually not sure that it was ever going to come. So I don't. It's not like a branded one, but it's pretty sweet. It's like full scale. I think it's got a Samsung TV in the top, so yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, not like a branded one. Yeah, arcade 1-Ups are good stock, and then if you mod them, that's definitely the way to go. Try to get them at like a great price point because they're not. Take care, RC from NYC. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend too. Rock and yeah, in Disney. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if I've been on that exact version, but I've been on like the bootleg versions locally. There's one that's very similar. I remember seeing that though at Disney. That was last time I was at Disney was a long time ago. I was young. Alfred, yeah, I got to look into that. I've been meaning to do that for Botticera, but I haven't. Still haven't yet. I have most of them already on my actual pinball machine. So if I was going to do that, I would just go that way. But I still like to know how to actually navigate that whole process. I know they've made a lot of updates in the last couple versions to that stuff too with Botticera. So I assume Retrobet would be the same. Joshua, you always buy them in the arcade 1-Ups. Yeah, if you can get them at a good price point, they're not super high quality. Yeah, they're not super high quality, so you got to get them at a. I wouldn't want to pay like $600 for one. That's for sure, because just setting them up, I think everybody dings something on them. But if you're going to mod them, then you can get thousands of games on them, and that's a pretty sweet setup. But to have three games for, what are they getting retail, like $500? It's kind of crazy. The button quality, joystick quality is not great either. I got the joysticks that just they fly off because they just naturally like unthread over time. I have the Blitz one, so just constantly doing like the similar plays and stuff. It ends up unscrewing it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to upgrading the joysticks more so than the buttons. The buttons aren't bad, but NFL Blitz isn't a game where you're really mashing buttons a whole lot. You have those more precise sort of movements. What's going up? What's going on, Jose? Do you have an absolute favorite arcade game, like you play for hours kind of game? Yeah, Gauntlet Legends. Jose's over there rolling his eyes right now. Love Gauntlet Legends. I grew up playing that game in the arcade. It's a long game. Every level is very different, but it's also kind of a casual game. I mean, there's definitely some challenges, especially the boss levels. You can lose your mind, but it's a cool game to play with a buddy. It's pretty casual for the most part when you're advancing through the levels, and then you get to those, the bosses where it intensifies. But yeah, I love the Gauntlet games. Die Hard Arcade, that's fresh in my mind because I was just on the Escape Pods website, and they have a wrap for that arcade cabinet. So that's an awesome game too. I remember the coin mechanisms on that were on the top of the control deck, so that was unique about that. NBA Jam's a good one. Love NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, 2-on-2 Open Ice Challenge, which is like the hockey NHL version of NBA Jam. That's a cool one. Yeah, I like a lot of sports games. WrestleFest is awesome. I've never played WrestleFest on the original cabinet though, so I don't have that memory of having done that. Yeah, wait for the Walmart clearance sales. Get them for about $100 or less. Resell. Yeah, if you can get them like that, that's the way to go. And especially after the holidays, the prices do go down on arcade one-ups. And then you also have like the resale market where people get them for the holidays and didn't really want them, or somebody's aunt got them the wrong version that they didn't want. So you usually will see them on like Marketplace and offer up and stuff like that really cheap after the holidays. So I'm thinking about getting another one. Hopefully my wife's not live on the channel right now. But yeah, if I can get it at a discount, watch, she'll say something. You don't need another cabinet. Afterburner 2 blew my mind when I first saw it. Yeah, I love Afterburner. I was just playing Afterburner, was it last night or the night before? Gun for Air is cheaper, I think, right? Sinden's come down in price too. But yeah, I still have to check that out. I have my Sinden light gun. I love it, especially now because I actually had Sinden a while back and I got rid of it because I was so frustrated with trying to get it up and running. And then now it's pretty much plug and play with a lot of setups. So totally different, huge difference that a year or two makes. Please review more cheap mini PCs that handle PS3 games. That's a tough one because cheap ones generally don't handle PS3. I think the cheapest so far that I've tested that handles PS3 is like $350, and that might be like a sale price. Yeah, they really up the prices. There's a big jump because you can get into like Nintendo Switch on a $150 mini PC. In fact, the one that I have for, I was about to turn and point to the Blitz arcade cabinet that's not there. I have the Boss Game mini PC set aside for that arcade one-up when I mod it. And that's right now $139. You can get into Nintendo Switch on there. So PS2 works great, but PS3 is a big jump up, and it unfortunately doesn't work. So yeah, you have to really bite the bullet and spend a little bit more money. But things are constantly changing, so hopefully that changes. I mean, a year ago we couldn't even get a mini PC that can do half of what we can do now, and we can do it for cheap price now. So things are definitely going the right direction. Played Gauntlet on GameCube with my two boys. Yeah, that would be the Dark Legacy one. That's an awesome one too. Legends was for Dreamcast and 64 and PlayStation 1, and then Dark Legacy was, I think, PS2, Xbox, GameCube. But they're very similar. They even have like levels that are almost identical in some ways, so very much the same thing. I was actually looking at a Dark Legacy arcade cabinet 2 weeks ago, and it was not functional, but it didn't need much to repair it. And the guy wanted like $600 for it, but it's so massive. I ended up not pulling the trigger on it. like I was doing the dimensions, that cabinet would literally take up this entire area here. It's 4 feet deep. So I think it's almost 8 feet tall because it's also got like a flip up marquee. So it's just massive, but the depth of it is what killed it. It would literally come out to like here from the, I know you can't really see it, but yeah, it would take up the entire space here. So it just wouldn't be practical. The RGB mini PC. Yeah, I'm not giving that away. Don't worry. I've tested out games in Vectrex, but it's not a collection that I like. I don't have memories of having played that as a kid. So, how about you announce the winners? Yeah, I did. I announced all the winners earlier. I can name them for you again because I don't have it up. Oh yeah, here I do. So for the wireless, and are we still in the? I'm gonna wait till the ad runs out because I know some people are in an ad. Yeah, Loco. 4 feet deep was insane. Even for, I know they had a lot to accommodate back then in the cabinets, but that's a lot of space. 4 feet. $50 for 67 games, I think it was. Is that an arcade one up that you're talking about? I hope it's not Dark Legacy cabinet because $50, man. Oh, Vector. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely getting digitized. Yeah, definitely getting better. It's funny how things are increasing in cost, but mini PCs are dropping in cost. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, so for the winners, I know somebody was asking about that. Elijah B won the Bluetooth speaker. And let's see who won. We had the game drive, which was the live one tonight. That's this guy right here. That one went to Mike Tyson, which I second guessed and said Tyson because it wasn't Iron Mike's spelling. But yeah, Mike Tyson won that one. And then we had the portable monitor here that went to Tyrone Shaw. And then we had the mini PC, which went to Ricardo Ortiz. So yeah, that's all the winners. We had 4 total giveaways, 3 that were available beforehand, and then 1 that was just for the people in the live chat. Mike, boxing gloves for Mike Tyson. Black Friday was good to me this year. Got a great processor, under $200. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, there were some great deals on mini PCs and stuff too. That it was funny. Amazon didn't hype up like mini PCs at all. Even like they'll send, because I have a what's it called, account where I get like a commission off of the links and stuff, and they'll send me like customized, here you should promote this, and they send those all the time. But they never sent anything for mini PCs, which I thought was weird that they didn't highlight that because they're super popular now. But yeah, I think a lot of people got great deals on those. Don't give away the RGB Mini. I think I read that one already. Yeah, that was an absolute mess. That one from the other night. Yeah, I wouldn't give that away to anybody. That was such a disaster. Some games and collections worked. Some were just an absolute mess. I've never seen a mini PC just be that shitty. It was bad. Looking forward to a review on one of those multi-terabyte drives filled with games. Was going to pull the trigger on one, but waiting on a review from you. Yeah, so I have a bunch that were sent to me, and Amazon. Were you looking on Amazon for those? Amazon like took all the listings down a couple days ago, but I've seen now that a lot have been added back up. So yeah, I have, I think, 2 that I need to do a review on. And I think one is one's a 4 terabyte. I'm not sure what the other one is. So yeah, I'll definitely be diving into those in the next week or so. CC nerfed. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, I am going to let you guys. Vader, you're late. Just an hour and 40 minutes late. It's all good. Yeah, we did the giveaways. And all the winners I'm going to be emailing shortly. So, Michael Douglas, thanks for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. And it's all right. I got the replays available now here on the channel, and I activated it so like the live chat comes through and all that too. But so next week I'll give you the spoiler alert on that. Next week I'm going to do I think 5 giveaways and then 1 live in the for everybody that's here for the live stream, and I'm going to give away the Retro Beast 96 terabyte setup. So that's like $3,500. So that'll be a massive giveaway. So yeah, be here for that live stream if you can. Winners were Tyrone Shaw for the portable monitor, which I have right here, which attaches to a laptop, and then Ricardo Ortiz won the mini PC. The Mike Tyson won the game drive, which was the live giveaway today. That's got like I think 3,800 games on it, something like that. And then we had one more. The Bluetooth speaker went to Elijah B. So, yeah. That was everybody. Have a great weekend, Loco. I was thinking about maybe jumping on here tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll have time. I'm going to watch the UFC fights tomorrow. Should be a good card. Put up a good show. I enjoyed this. I try. It's a little unorganized in the beginning. Was doing too many things and then time got away from me. But since I'll be doing more giveaways next week, I'll start a little bit earlier and get everything together. Plus, I changed the layout here a little bit, so using different computer and a different screen today. But I like this setup much better. So 3,800 games, lucky. Yeah, well, so next week the Retro Beast 96 terabyte setup is like I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of games. So that one's even more massive. That one is sold for over $3,500. So that'll be a huge giveaway. Definitely the biggest giveaway. Probably one of the biggest giveaways I'll ever do on the channel. So I wanted to do that since obviously Christmas is coming next week and New Year's is rapidly approaching. So I'll probably jump on here live Sunday night. So if you guys are around Sunday night, check out the channel. I'll try to jump on here and just I'll figure out exactly what I'm giving away. I'll do another mini PC next week. So there'll be some cool stuff to give away, but I'll have everything ironed out by Sunday and I'll jump on here probably like 8 p.m. Sunday night. I don't have experience with the Pi 5. Raspberry Pi doesn't like me. I did too many videos being critical of them, so they won't send me anything for reviews. And I reached out trying to get access to the Pi 5, and I would pay for it, obviously, too. I don't expect stuff for free just because I have a YouTube channel. But, yeah, they didn't respond to me. But check out Network Chuck. He's on YouTube. He's a great channel. Been around for a long time, and he's got a great video on the Raspberry Pi 5. Goes through the specs and capabilities there. He's more so tech oriented than gaming, but definitely check him out. But to kind of answer your question without having the experience, yeah, I think it's not a big step up from the Pi 4. Mini PCs would definitely be the better way to go for gaming on there. Yeah. End of times. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And thank you guys, all you guys, for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a blast. I love doing the giveaways, but I love the when it dies down a little bit. As somebody that obviously makes money off of these videos, having views, I do like the quieter downtime vibe here, where it's a little more casual like we have right now, smaller numbers and stuff. But everybody's cool on the channel. So it's a great vibe here. So I'm gonna let you guys go though. Friday night, go do something fun. But thank you guys so much for the support. Like I said, none of this would be possible without people tuning into the videos and interacting with me here. So it's always a good time. Yeah, absolutely, guys. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll be back here. I'll definitely jump on. At least it won't be for a long period of time, but I'll definitely jump on Sunday night to announce, all the giveaways for next Friday. So, all right, guys, enjoy the weekend. Take it easy.